from beyond the arc, and a 3-point Minnesota lead. And now they say a 2-point field goal, so it is 17-14. Nesterovic off to a hot start offensively. This one goes off the rim, but Garnett picks up the loose ball. And excellent in the fourth quarter in overtime, and a big spark in the comeback win over Milwaukee on Tuesday. Nesterovic has the hot hand.
When they switch, you got to take advantage of all of the mismatches.
Nesterovic with the block on the Finley. Garnett, pretty play. So it was Nesterovic on the block, and Phillips with the behind-the-back pass to Garnett. Basket counts and a foul, and this crowd on its feet, and it's been a while for them.
This is pretty basketball, very unselfish. Phillips could force this shot. Instead, reward the big horse who's running hard. Everything is right on the numbers. They're getting excellent transition movement. They're on the boards, and then Nesterovic is having an excellent first quarter.
3-point play for...
Yeah, Robert Pack has missed over 300 games during a 6-year period of time through many injuries. But Robert is the guy that can get you double figures and an excellent backup point guard.
This is Wong getting the rebound into the hands of Van Exel. And Van Exel is knocked away by Peeler. Move it up from behind. 3-on-1. Garnett, Kevin Garnett, now with 9.
Beautiful up 2-3 zone. This is what bailed Dallas out the other night in Milwaukee in the last 5 minutes in the overtime.
Great. And it was Garnett who kept it alive, beating Gary Trent. So a 10-point lead. Nice. And the feed, Zerbiak from Kevin Garnett.
Love that. Love that play. Switch off. Oh, look out here now. Nahara, Mr. Energy. You have to keep a close tab on him after scores.
Finley with the left hand. Rebound by Garnett. Garnett here in the third quarter. Here is Finley with Garnett in front of him, and he bats the ball away. Good block by Garnett.
Well, Garnett has done an excellent job defensively. We know his rebounding is up at 11, and here he is getting another shot block.
With the point guard with Terrell Brandon out for the rest of the year with knee surgery. Good pass to Garnett. Trent made 1 out of 2, so I may be back in the good graces. 104-98, the lead is 6. Finley with the fall away.
Right now, Dallas needs Finley and Nash to pick it up here. Both guys, you know, Finley had a great first half. Nash has been quiet tonight.
Garnett coming up with his first field goal. Since coming back.
They needed that.
Zone defense. 107-104, 3-point game. Nesterovic, by the way, picked up his 5th personal foul on that play. And here is Kevin Garnett. Smooth. Garnett with 18 and the lead again 5.
Well, he's come back in. Since he's hit the floor after taking 12 stitches, he's 2 for 2.
Dallas just under 50% shooting here in the fourth quarter. Van Exel throws it away.
Great play.
And it was Garnett who anticipated it and made the steal. Perhaps the last shot of the game. All hanging in the balance. Nash, one-hander, doesn't go. Rebound Garnett. And the time 1.3. And the foul is committed.
I thought it was in.
A great look for Steve Nash. Let's send it over to Cheryl Miller.
Thanks a lot, Dick. And first of all, gutsy performance by yourself. Big, huge game for you guys. Take me back to the third quarter when you were knocked out 12 stitches.
Well, you know, we know that they take more threes than anybody in the league. And I just saw Wayne and Juju trying to shoot a 3. And you know, one of the things we haven't been in this streak that we've been losing is aggressive. So I just tried to, you know, attack a shot aggressively, and you know, I think he undercut me a little bit, and I fell on my bottom. So I got to ask Charles for some ass.
How are you feeling physically? You told me you were feeling a little dizzy. You got a little bit of a headache.
I'm cool, you know. It's just like back in Springfield Park, back in Malden, when, you know, Baron Franks used to knock me to the concrete, and I would get up a little dizzy. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing.
KG, looking at tonight's game, what came out of yesterday's team meeting?
You know, we just had a reassurance with ourselves, and you know, I think that when you're going through a streak like we're going through, you got to make sure everybody's together. So, you know, it was a meeting, just players, a reassurance of ourselves, and, you know, to keep our heads up. You know, we was fired up about this game. We fired up for the rest of the season. I think we sort of lost track of game by game and trying to look to the playoffs. And, you know, I heard John Stockton talk, you know, last night. He turned 40, so happy birthday, John. But he said something that made a lot of sense. He said that, you know, the reason, you know, they're so good for so many years is that they focus on game by game. So that was really what our meeting was about.
All right, congratulations, and take care of that, Pete. All right, let's send it back
Man,
to
Kenny and
All
Charles,
right.
say what up, and Big Ernie.
All right.
He's a
thanks lot,
great
partner.
student of the game, very aware. I remember a few years ago when he came over to you, he's always watched you when you.
Kevin Garnett, the kid, player of the present and future, ideal player of the 21st century. What up? We call him KG the Kid, KG. But if you seen him with a basketball, you know that he grown. If you seen him on the ball court, you know that he home. It's like every dunk is drastic. First to get drafted out of high school since Moses Malone. Everybody gotta earn their turn. I think the kid game got hotter since his jersey burned. And you couldn't find a finer kid than a 7-foot South Carolina kid obsessed with balls. And the rim need a hard net. Better act like you know. Come on, dog. That's Kevin Garnett. About to get an and one, all of your mug. Said he play around the clock cause it's ball in his blood. He ain't think about a turnover. That's KG, he the player of the future. And the game about the turnover. Think you got game, then you gon' have to learn over. Yeah. KG.